What's good, man? It's OG Drill, man. This channel where we talk about the spiritual truth and how to utilize the energy on a day-to-day basis, man. And check this out, man. Today, man, I want to make a video, RIP PNB Rock, you know what I'm saying? And listen, and RIH too. And I know it's a couple days late, but the whole thing is, bro, it's just crazy, right? Because once again, as these years go by, and people might not want to accept it, but we are starting to lose more and more people. But it is a solution to it, bro. And there's a couple different ways to it. But at the end of the day, you know, this is what's going to keep you as rappers, instead of letting y'all ego be in the way, and the celebrities, instead of letting our ego be in the way. This is when it's time to actually realize what's going on, so you can stop your family from grieving straight up. Because at the end of the day, you can't be respected like everywhere you go. And some people willing to fight and do anything over their respect, and that's just out the gate. So like, some people don't care nothing about respect. Some people don't care about how many people you're rolling with. Some people don't care about who you are. None of that. If anything, it probably make you more of a target in some people's eyes, right? Especially when you got a person that stability is at risk. Some people would do anything to become, you know, to get a bag. It don't care if that bag gonna last to tomorrow. That's why you have people out here do robberies and stuff like that. So when you graduate from these hoods and you know you done made something out of yourself, you gotta always have that in the back of your head. So at the end of the day, this is what they mean by, like, don't forget where you come from. Because this is the end of the day. When we come back to areas or situations like that, yeah, anything can happen to you at anywhere, but this is just higher in the risk. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, now it only takes for you to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and now you're walking lit. Because now, at least if it was the wrong time, at least there's nothing you could have did about it. Like, damn, I shouldn't have came here that day. You know what I mean? But coming in a place that's messed up already, that's something liable to happen. It's not really secured, especially when you don't earn this position in life, bro. Especially with people. That's why I said celebrities and rappers definitely listen up. Because at the end of the day, y'all are going to be the ones that's going to be more of a target each year that go by and stuff. And it's sad to say, because the world that y'all living in, y'all might can't see it, but it's people out here still poor. It's people out here still hungry. It's people out here still robbing. It's people out here still don't know how they're going to feed their kids the next day, or how they're going to feed themselves. It's people out here that's selfish. It's people out here that rob for their family needs. It's all a different type of people. So you got to understand that it's still out here. Because you in a position doesn't make that the world got there. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that's why I be trying to tell y'all, bro, this is a dirty world that we live in. Because if you really look at the mindsets of most and majority of people, it's messed up. And y'all think that these things are called projects for a reason. Like, I done made a video breaking that down to talk about how they make people react out of impulse due to they don't know how to survive and things like that. So it make a person just do anything. Like, bro, I'll rob this, man. I'll rob a bank. And they don't think about what would happen later. What if I get caught? What if I get shot? They don't think like that. So it's all out of just trying to basically survive, right? So when you break it down, it's just like, damn, it's people out here that will do that. So if you a person that has more to be taken, a person will be more aggressive towards you or whatever, right? Because they'll show you that they don't care, because they'll feel like whatever. Sometimes people look at you and feel like you had it easy in life, no matter if you had it hard and all, but just because they wasn't there to see it, they don't know what was in the dark, they'll judge you for that. So it's all different type of things where you can't expect people to respect you. So at the end of the day, yes, I know how his situation happened with the girl, with the location. That's not saying that she the one got something to do with it, because these people was planning on dropping on him regardless. They were going to do it. They were just trying to figure out where he was or whenever he was. So even if he would have went to an event, even if it was something that he didn't show up to, I forgot what it was, but even if he would have showed up, or however the person was talking about it, they was already plotting on laying on him. So one thing about these streets, dog, and one thing about this world, y'all got to remember, when somebody really wants you dead, they will really try to come get you. So at the end of the day, you got to be careful how you present yourself as well. But the way that these rappers and celebrities is taught to present themselves, they taught to present themselves like, hey, I'm gonna shine on you, and it's nothing you could do about it. I'm balling, and you not, type of stuff. If you listen to the lyrics, you listen to the raps, it's always stuff like that. If they're not talking about killing and murdering, they're talking about how to wait on drugs or something like that. Then they're talking about the way that they're balling, and they're doing something that a regular dude couldn't, and a regular person, which is a person that where they came from. So it's kind of like sneak this in the hood, but they don't look at it in that type of format, because their mind is taught and trained due to these powers that be control them to think a certain way. So this is where the conscious community actually be right at. You feel what I'm saying? Because the hip hop do have a finger into it. If you think not, why you don't think people just rapping about anything they want and it's popping? No, they got to rap about a certain push. Soon as drill music came out, they switched to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, whatever come out that is popping, they're going to ride along with the wave of whatever the world seem like they want, or seem like they're more reacting and responding to. Even if it's positive or negative, they know that it's going to catch the light. They don't use Lil Nas X in that little situation, all that. But see, this is just to show y'all, bro, this is not to talk about, oh, the Illuminati set him up. No, it ain't nothing like that. No conspiracy stuff, type of stuff. This is what happens when a hood nigga know where you at, and they feel like you got the money. They feel like you, whatever you got on, the jury is damn $1 million or something like that. So they're not thinking about who they gonna sell it to and all that. If anything, they quick thinking like, oh, I'm gonna just take it to a pawn shop. I know a dude, and and they're gonna go from there. Oh, I know somebody after this, and that's sometimes what it is. And sometimes it's just a person just don't like you, and sometimes it's a reason why. So when we break down that sometimes thing, when you become more spiritual, have different type of people in your area. Yes, I know everybody want to be gangster and shit like that, but at the end of the day, bro, proving yourself to be gangster out here is like trying to prove yourself to be Superman. It's unhuman, like real shit. And y'all, you know what I'm saying? That go for gang banging and all type of shit, bro. Like people, they don't put a finger into everything. No matter how you look at it, you will be situated to being asked out on both ends. So at the end of the day, the only way that you have to go is spiritual. That's why it's showing you that it's the end times. Like, so you might have a lot of Christian people that thought this was what it was, but they don't understand where it's coming from. So they presented it the wrong way. So because, they started out wrong with thinking that the Bible was humans from the beginning and forgot that was spiritual. And they made a human noise, the whole Bible. So at the end of the day, they don't understand allegory and things like that. So from that perspective, you can't take that in and heave. But at the same time, you can take what we all living and witnessing from a day-to-day basis, just like the same thing with what I be trying to break down with my spirituality. You will find it as common sense or something that you've been note of, but this is the point that a person is trying to get to. So when it comes down to people like me that's really breaking down things and not sitting there pointing fingers talking about, oh, he sold his soul, and sitting there taking credit from people and things like that, bro, for no reason, and understand that this is real life. A person that I'm in the hood right now. So when I understand a person's mind of what they could think, you know what I mean? Like, oh, snap, that man, he balling. He got this, he got that. Oh, she got this and that there. Oh, we need to hit a lick on her. I understand how a person's mind rings. I understand that because I be around it. Some people ain't never been around it. But a person like PNB Rock, he's done been in these situations according to, how they said his lifestyle is. I don't know the man personally, but I'm just saying, according to that, you can't forget where you come from, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you came from the hood. You got to remember the mentalities that's there. You got to remember the hunger that people have, the thirst. So at the end of the day, you won't end up having yourself trapped in those environments no matter who the fuck tell you to go over there, no matter who ideal or whatever. So no matter whatever location they drop, it'll be in a more secure place, bro. Because at the end of the day, now you got to have your security up. You know what I mean? You done worked on your 10th house. You got to have that 4th house strong too, because now they see you as a high business thing, right? A high social status, right? So now you are at an all-time grab. So at the end of the day, you got to be careful. Some people get held ransom, some people kidnap notes, all that. And then it shows you in the movies. And that's the other thing with stereotypes. So you got all that out here where a person make it seem like, hey, if you do rob the right person and talk to the right people, the right rapper and stuff, hey, you can become rich. And probably some people have. But that's the thing. They're willing to risk that. So everything at risk when you don't got nothing else to risk, when your life is at harm. Y'all got to remember that when y'all get famous. It's other people out here that still, nigga, their life don't mount up to shit. So they don't give a fuck about losing it or none of that. So they don't give a fuck if you did shoot back. They don't give a fuck about none of that. And I think that's what it be. Y'all lose y'all inner hood. And I don't mean go to these damn parties and shit and act all crazy out the mind. No, that means in the mentally, don't forget where you come from. Don't forget. Not the body. Like, no. It's not talking about a routine. No, it say don't forget. Your ass don't need to forget where the hell you came from. But anyways, man, hold on. You gotta wait, moms. But yeah, man, it's getting deep, man. I already knew it was gonna be a couple of distractions and stuff. But I wanted to get this out though, man, because at the end of the day, I feel a type of way, and I feel like, yo, it's sad to say, but hey, at the end of the day, bro, let's stop the sadness by let's using our mind. Let's evolve our mind. We can't change the people around. You can't change the people that's out here in this world. You can change the people around you, and you can change your mindset, bro. And that's something you could be mutable about. You need to do it. You feel me? And that goes for anybody that's watching, especially you're a rapper, you sneaking around, clicking on videos and shit. Let a nigga know, bro. Fuck all that shit. You talking about you want to fight the powers. Don't try to fight the powers when they ain't not going along with the things that you're requesting for. Be able to fight the shit wherever. Be able to fight justice, what is right, what is seen, bro. Because if you know, the untold and that untruthful shit, the truth gonna be the light, and it's gonna come out regardless. So at the end of the day, you gotta bring that shit out. You know what I mean? If you don't have the power to talk about it and shit, push it to someone. Be like, oh, yo, OG Drip, man, man, that's what he talking about. He ready for the action. He ready for the shit that comes with it, man. I done lived a lot, bro. I done been through a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just like, it's just a mental thing where, you know, you got to prepare yourself to be basically like adult in the mind. It don't matter about that body jump necessarily, because at the end of the day, y'all done seen a little kid that act like an old man. He'd be like 4 years old, or he'd be very smart and very alert. So at the end of the day, that's just to show you that, man. It's just easy ways to see things like that, to break it down common sense, where they try to make uncommon sense be the common, and it got people twisted. It's inverted as heck, where you got to come up with this some type of certain timing, a certain place to go, a certain everything, person, place, a thing to talk to, everything you got to interact with sounds straight physical, and they have people going back over through this shit all over again. So no matter how you want to look at it, even if it ain't religion and shit, it's still a religion type of move, because by you looking at the people that you surrounded by, or the statue that you got, that you feel like you're indestructible and that things can't happen to you. You know, and on top of that, you were just arguing with him on IG and things like that, bro. So it was just arguing with somebody on IG. You don't know who they can to. You don't know how somebody feel about them. And sometimes, dog, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm from the hood, bro. And I be looking at some niggas like, boy, y'all niggas weird. You would kill a nigga just from him saying something wrong to him? Something is wrong with the streets. That is not what proving you hard. That's not, and you know at the end of the day, you got to face that, but then now you ready to tell on the whole hood. Stuff like that, bro, or you ready to tell on yourself. It don't make no sense. Why did you even do it in the first place? Now you done canceled out 2 lives for nothing. The whole thing you talking about you finna come up. How you gonna come up? You locked up. But anyways, man, that's the up only come you gonna be going is fucking behind a bar. So it's stupid. So at the end of the day, that's why they have restrictions out this motherfucker. Otherwise, there'd be people running crazier than that. You'll be scared to be rich. You'll be like, oh, I don't want money. Hey, take that shit on. You've been push the goddamn shovel if it wasn't no law enforcement and stuff. So conscious people need to shut up with that shit too, with the police and all this. Like, bro, everybody can't stop everything, bro. Shit happen quick. And, man, there's a lot to it. But, man, we got to be realistic here. Use y'all common sense. I know it's hard to get to because that shit done got cloudy because these people giving us all these damn dust in our damn eyes, which is this fake logic and a dumbass way to think and look at things. You know what I'm saying? And that's stupid. That's just Aaron Earth, y'all. It's just that break it down like that just so a person can understand how you could use one category and be able to break down other things. And that's how you learn how to do that mental alchemy, and you learn how to get more with yourself. You be closer to God, and they would give you different type of gifts where a person on this earth may not be able to see that gift, but you know what gift you have from within. But anyways, man, that's all I got to say about it, man. OG Drip, I'm out.